I remember Fred said, call Japan and you find out what happened to my son. We were waiting on the autopsy. He said, you know, whatever the autopsy says, we have to go with it because Japan's already seen it. And it's going to leak out what that autopsy says. But when we did get the autopsy from Japan, it said acute enteritis, which caused heart failure.
Gastroenteritis is a viral illness of the intestines and stomach, causes vomiting and diarrhea. While adults can develop gastroenteritis, the mortality rate is exceedingly low. It's a little more serious in kids, but it can happen at any age. Now, in the case of David, the medical examiner reported that gastroenteritis contributed to his death. I take issue with that. I doubt that's the case. Now remember, this was 1984. I cannot tell you how often medical examiners misdiagnose substance-related death. There has to be something more than gastroenteritis that took David.
Drugs. Sometimes you have no choice but to take a painkiller, because what else are you gonna do? Now, am I saying it's a good thing? No, but back then, there were real consequences if you didn't get in the ring. You had to feed your family and your loved ones. So pop that pill and get in there.
We knew Dave was taking some pain pills. It can become an addiction. He also liked Quaaludes, which is kind of a painkiller. It's a calm down.
Now, in wrestling, when there's substance use, it's always opiates. It's always painkillers. My suspicion is this was opiate-induced, where the colon just stops moving and fills with stool, and he ruptured his colon in Japan and became septic. That is a very common thing. Now, it's reported that there were no drugs or alcohol found in his room after his death. However, A, we know for sure he was drinking heavily before he went to bed. B, he was known to use substances, so it doesn't have to be in the room. And C, somebody may have cleaned it up. But we'll never know.